Hello, everyone. It's Friday, and that means it's time for Muppin's Sewing Emporium. Welcome, everyone. It is live to you through the power of the internet here in beautiful, rainy, soggy, beautiful downtown Paducah, Kentucky. How are you doing today? I'm doing wonderfully well. Thank you for asking. Hopefully, you are out there and having a wonderful Friday afternoon, evening, whatever. We're here to I got some things to show you. I've got some projects that I'm about to update, give you the little update on, and I have just yeah, we'll give you the fantastic. We've got fabric to show you. Very excited. Okay. If you're out there and you can hear me, make sure you give us a thumbs up or comment. Tell us where you're watching from. I would love to hear from you tonight. My friends, it is Friday, and that means it is time for me to show you what is new that has come into the shop. And I know I showed this lovely lady a couple of weeks ago, but can I just tell you how adorable this little doll is? And oh, Benton is Sonia. Hello, welcome. How are you? I am so excited about this little doll. She is so cute. She's got a little hat that is removable. She's got a little skirt that is also removable, and she's got this adorable little Halloween bag. And not shown is her little kitty cat. She has a little kitty cat familiar. And we have these in stock right now. You're not going to want to sleep on these. These will not last long, okay? The Halloween stuff is starting to appear in the shop. Everything, of course, is always available at our website at shop.muppin.com. Isn't she cute? You know you want one. And I showed her the other day, but she is still in stock. So hurry up and get this one. You're gonna love it. So excited. Okay. So what else do we have? We have a lot. And I'm just trying to make room over here. I didn't move anything from last week's video. Okay. I know I wasn't here last week, and I apologize. We picked up Max, who is here with us for the summer. Ooh, there's little fluffs flying around. He's here with us for the summer. We picked him up last Thursday. And his flight from Nashville was horribly delayed. And of course, he was coming in on the very last flight of the night, and it was supposed to be in at 10, and it didn't get in until 11:30. And then there was the 2-hour drive home from Nashville, and we were dead by the time we came home, and we were so tired. There goes all the stuff. We were so tired, and so didn't do a video last week. That is why I'm here tonight. With not, I wouldn't say like extra stuff, because we really didn't have a whole lot come in. Well, we got some cool stuff. All right, let's talk about it. We're going to bring over yonder camera, and so let's get started with, we have a new fabric collection in the store, and it is called Witchy Ways. And the Witchy Ways collection is here. I don't remember which way to stick it. There we go. This is a Free Spirit collection by Corey Dantini. Corey Dantini is one of my favorite designers. She does a fantastic job with her Halloween collection, which we always bring in. This is our third year bringing in fabric, Halloween fabric from Corey Dantini. And this one, my friends, you are not going to want to sleep on this. You are going to want to come in and get it because, like all Corey Dantini fabric collections, once they're gone, they're gone. So first I want to show you the panel that came in with this, and it is a block panel, and they are these adorable wreaths with um witches in the center of them. There are 8 blocks total. So here is one, here is the other. And can I just say how much I love the diversity on these? They're so, so cool. She's got like this little bee outfit with all of the sort of fall cottage core things going on. And then the next two, we've got like phases of the moon, which I just love it. We've got this one, which is all 4 seasons. It's the seasonal. And I just love her braids. They're so cool. And so you can see you've got winter, spring, summer, fall. And so these are the last 4, the ones on the interior. You're gonna love these, okay? You've got the Harvest Witch, okay? Very cool, very fall. Um, Also, pay attention to the silhouettes here in the background. I feel like they are really, really, really cute. You've got the kind of summery one. The another cottage core sort of more like food cooking kitchen witch, it says. Okay, and she's got like tomatoes and mushrooms and carrots, and I just love that. And then the last one, oh, she's like she's so cool, right? With the fire and just the whole vibe here, right? Oh, Andy, yes, this panel is adorable. So, it's 4. I want to say they're 10-inch blocks, or sorry, 8 10-inch blocks, and so it's about a half of a yard in this panel, and so the panel is $8, and we have this going on the website tonight. It's not quite up there yet. Okay. So the panel's coming up. By the time I finish the stream, it should be online. Okay. So we're gonna have this one online very, very shortly. Okay, but it's the Witchy Ways Witch Block panel. Okay, and you've got these. I mean, they're just like they're wreaths with these cool things in them. Andy, I know, right? This is a great, great, great collection. Great collection. Okay. Um, I know I say that a lot about these kinds of things. I know I say that a lot, but this Halloween collection is really, really good. So I'm just putting that out there. Okay. Now we have this in yardage, and we have these in bundles. Now currently, the bundles are what we're putting up first. Okay, so we want you to, if you're going to want this collection, I think it works best as a collection. So you're going to want to get these in bundles. They're currently on the website under Witchy Ways. And so here's the first one. This is a stripe. It is a 1/2-inch stripe with a speckle on the white. Okay, so you can kind of see that sort of speckle texture. So what I love about this is that it's not a straight Beetlejuice, but it totally screams Beetlejuice to me. Okay. I love that extra speckle. I think it's awesome. I think it's just very Beetlejuicy. And I absolutely love it. So Max, you can say it because you only get the best collections in. I do. And I mean, trust me when I say I really look for like the good stuff. Okay. So this is the hot to go, as Chapel Roan says. Okay. So is that who did that hot to go song? It's Beetlejuice adjacent. Absolutely. Beetlejuice adjacent is the correct term. Okay. And I do want to say, Jerry, if Mary is watching, she already ordered this. Okay, so tell Mary her pre-order is in the mail today. And she already ordered it, so you don't order it again unless you want to. All right, this is the kind of stuff I am so here for. This stuff screams Cheryl like nobody's business. Mary's here. Mary, don't order it. You already ordered it. Okay. Um Look at this. Okay? It's got little skulls, stars. Couldn't be cuter. This is the stuff I live for. It's right here, and it's kind of a micro skull. So like the skulls are like, I want to say like a half-inch square. Okay? Great all over white, white and black, just adorable. Love it. Okay. The next one in the collection is this cool kind of pumpkiny mustard yellow that has uh 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 stuff. Yeah. Martha's question is, how many different lines of fabric is made in America? um Martha, the answer to your question is zero. There are zero lines of fabric manufactured in America. There are companies that print, digitally print in America, but no fabric companies manufacture fabric in America. So these fabrics are from South Korea. I have a wonderful post that I will post again on my Facebook, for both Muppin Sewing Emporium and for Cheryl Sloboda, muppin.com. So both of my Facebook pages, I will post it. But what's important to know is that this kind of manufacturing would take years and years of infrastructure to come back to America at this level of quality. And so there's a huge post that I posted a while ago. I will repost it for you so that you have this. This is a really, really important thing to know about how fabric is manufactured and designed and printed. And these, my friends, these are not digital prints. These are screen prints. And that is what I feel gives a better feel to the fabric amongst other things. Okay. So that's the answer, the short answer to your question. Cheryl likes skulls. It's totally, yeah, absolutely news to me as well. There's what? Yes. Andy says, OMG, the skulls? Yes. This you can't, it's so great. Okay. So here we have, like I said, kind of pumpkiny, but kind of mustard yellow. Um, and it's got like these little like funky cats with their different costumes. Now, if you remember last year, she had a collection where the cats, it wasn't the cats that had costumes, it was the skulls that had costumes. But I love the cats. Look, you've got a little bat one. You've got these little guys, and then the different moon phases are different. And I just think this is absolutely lovely. I love this color. It's just, it totally speaks to me on all of the levels. So we've got this one in this collection as well. Here's one. Charlie and I both agreed that we feel like this is a very, very strong collection. I'm gonna have to get all of them. That's why we sell them in a bundle. Okay, because that's what we know. Okay, so this one is sort of like a wallpaper. Okay, feels very wallpapery to me. You've got the sort of the cat and snake motif here with the flower and the eyeballs that are on the flower, like so cool. And then it goes into the top of the flower with with the trumpety kind of feel. I just, yes, this one is beautiful. I agree. This is really, I love this one too. This one feels very much wallpaper. This would make a great pillow. Um, this one I think is just fantastic. So, and you've got the little bat shadows, that's what really makes a good pattern, right? And she is really good at making a good pattern. Yes, a good bundle. This is a great bundle. You will not be disappointed here. Okay. But this is very directional. So good to know about this one is it's got a good direction. It does have an embroidery type design feel to it. It does. I love the little speckle of that orange, that stars. It is kind of like elevated, spooky, very kind of you know, it is kind of classy, right? Classy, spooky. Yes, I agree. So again, it's like it's supposed to be like the plant, and then it repeats. Really, really beautiful colors. We've got that gray in there, and here's what I want to talk about when it comes to these screen prints, right? There are, if you one of the things we don't really talk about is this here on the selvage. And usually you see this strip of colors on the selvage. That is the number of screens in the screen print. And the selvage will tell you the various colors. Okay, I broke a fingernail earlier and it popped off, and I was not going to try to glue it back on in the 2 minutes I had before the show. These are going to show you the different colors of the screens in the screen print. The more colors, the more high quality this screen print is. And one of the beautiful things about this being manufactured in Korea is their attention to detail to get this level of white line on, which is the background showing through. This is how amazing their screen print is to do this microscopic line. Okay. And then I don't know if you can see, but these little tiny dots, okay, that is the quality of the screen print. This is what you're looking for when you are looking at fabric. You're looking for those details and that level of quality. Okay. Now she's put this speckle in here. That's just part of the design. But I mean, look at these tiny, tiny, tiny dots. That is the quality of the screen print that's happening here. Okay. So I know that, we don't talk about that a lot. And I do try to tell you that the fabric companies that we work with, and in this case, it's Free Spirit, they take this so seriously, and they only work with the best design companies, the best fabric companies that will be able to manufacture that. So that's something that you don't get with like digital printing and things like that. I thank you, Martha. And I'm just, letting you know that that's how um that this is a very important part of the design process and how this works with fabric design. And so I am not a fabric designer, nor do I want to be one unless it's to design panels. I'd love to design cut and sew panels. Okay, so we have another one here. It is called, now this, when they have the the faces turning all different ways. Yes. Yeah. Oh, Tracy, absolutely. You've used the selvage to match complementary colors. Absolutely. That is a huge thing that you can do with the selvage. If you get this edge, always look for all of these in a and that will help you match the colors. Okay, so that's a definitely, I love it when they do this stuff. Oh, Mary, thank you. Every piece of fabric I've purchased from you is so much nicer anything I've bought in a store. There is a quality difference in what is offered in a quilt shop versus what is offered in we consider a big box store. And I'm just going to get a little soapbox here for a hot second and tell you that, yes, we're all very, very, very sad that Joann Fabrics has gone out of business. They, not that they filled a need for so many people, including myself, who wanted to make garments and all the other things. So I am absolutely, as a cosplayer, as a garment maker, I am mourning the loss of Joann's. But as a fabric company for quilts, I bought my very first quilt kit from Joann's, and it was a great kit and I enjoyed the heck out of making it. But one of the things that makes their fabric inexpensive is that they manufacture on a lesser grade of cotton than what is offered to us in a quilt shop. And there is a word for it, is called gray, Greige, gray goods. And the gray goods that could be the exact same design, but what's offered in Joann's or now Michael's or Hobby Lobby or one of those stores, and what's offered to us are completely different qualities. That is what makes it less expensive to purchase at a Joann store and what makes it more expensive to purchase from us. The difference is the absolutely the quality is the difference, and that is why our fabrics in a quilt shop are worth more. And yes, Mary, you do get what you pay for. um there will be some ability for you to continue to get those fabrics. Their in-house lines and things like that are absolutely going to continue, which I think is a very, very good thing. There are more Michael's stores around the country, so there's going to be a lot of continuity for people who lost to Joann's but might also have a Michael's, so they're going to be able to get some fabric from Michael's now. Um, Absolutely, you can feel the difference. Absolutely, you can feel the difference. And In the past, I have taken a microscope and looked at the actual fabric content, and we'll do a whole video on that probably next week. How about we do that? How about we do a whole video on that? Um, and they filled my Halloween flannel needs. Quilt shop fabrics are so where it's at. I agree. That is an amazing thing. They did fill a lot of different substrates that the quilt shops are now kind of, we're all trying to catch up to meet those demands, because we know that that's a thing, and we want to fill that. And if you buy from a quilt shop, you get to hang out with me. So there is that, and I do like that. um okay, so back to the designs here. This one on gray, you see the little same kinds of little things. You got the little bat, the pumpkin that's in different rotations. They call this a toss. When we buy fabric, it'll say floral toss, and that means that the designs are in different directions. Okay, so like you'll see that the skulls are flipped. Yeah, so that's what they call it. Call it a toss. And so there's this is allows you to have less directional. Okay, so it's not as directional. And the other one is definitely directional. So there's that. Thank you for tagging somebody, Andy. I do appreciate that. So these are that Corey Dantini. This is a line called Witchy Ways. And oh my gosh, like I always feel like the next one is just as good as the last one, and they just keep getting better and better. Now she has had these like flower skull fabrics for a really long time, but like never a giant repeat like this, which I adore. Okay, this is so up my alley. Again, but I have to point out, and because at first it took me a second to realize it, but there is a yellow flower like every like 4 inches. And so if you first don't realize that, you definitely can see it more in person, but there's the mustard yellow flower like every 4 inches, just kind of thrown in there. I thought that was very clever, so that this was not just a one flat note kind of repeat, but you know, I really, really, really dig it. And I will say that Max helped cut and fold all of these this time, and so he's been having a lot of fun in the shop. Okay, so this is her kind of sketchbooky kind of design. We've got a lot of different things. We've got a lot of words. We've got poison bottles, skull and crossbones. We've got hide from smiling jack-o'-lanterns. We've got cats, pumpkins. You've got the whole gamut. And then, of course, the flower motif that she's kind of repeated throughout this collection and through some of her older collections. So if you have any of the other Corey Dantini lines, they're gonna all blend together really well. I wanted to point out that there is a black flower skull in this one, which I absolutely love. And then you've got like little candies and snakes. This one's just a lot of fun to kind of, every time you look at it, you see something different and something new. There's like candy corns, and just it's just really cute. And so I really like that one. We're not done. There's 10 fabrics in this collection. This one is again a super directional, but it's also very much like a stripe. And it's got that gray background, and I just love the little hiding cats. And the smiling jack-o'-lanterns are really, really adorable. So I really The panel will be listed separately from the bundle. Yes. And the panel will go up right after I finish the stream. And then here's another example of the screens and the screen print, so you can see there is a white. It's hard to see, and you can only see it if you like. Do you see it now that I've kind of put it in shadow? Do you see that? It pops up when you can see it. But if you look at it flat on, you almost can't see it. You've got the colors here. That's going to be all of the colors in the panel. So, yeah. Yes, thank you, Lakin, for tagging Laura. I appreciate that. We've got this, and we've got so much cool Halloween. We've got Mr. Boney Juniors. You know, we're having it's Halloween time here in the store. Okay, so once again, we've got a repeat with the kitty cats facing each other. From far away, they kind of look like moths almost to me, so I think that's really cute. They've got, you know, the pumpkin and the floral, and it's a really, once again, very elegant but orange for Halloween. I love it. I love the vine with the skull on the end of some of the branches. It's just a cool line. A couple of seasons ago, she had a whole collection of these bats, and so it really is really cool. Quality matters, and the talent and creativity of local quilt shop owners. Can't believe Halloween are featured. Yeah, it's time. We got Halloween now, and then next month we get all the Christmas stuff. Just in time for the hottest part of the year. You know, so I always think it's kind of funny when Halloween stuff comes in, and then it's like right behind it is all the Christmas stuff. So okay, so once again, this is a witchy collection. So we've got a lot of witchy stuff, and you've got your cauldron, you've got your moths, you've got your magic book, your boots, your hat, your broom, and your skull with the candle and a wit. And I mean, this one I think is great for like fussy cutting. So if you're going to do a lot of fussy cutting, this is great for that. You've got your poison bottles, you've got your glass dome with your poisonous something in there. And of course, like this is again just that attention to detail that I love, that the little bubbles that look like moons. This is the kind of stuff I'm here for. So, once again, this is Witchy Ways, a brand new collection, just hit the shop. We have yardage in the store. We're doing bundles first, and then next week we'll put the 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 stuff up for. But here's the panel. It's $8. She's got these, you know, these wreaths with the witches in the middle, and they're just so pretty. So pretty. So Mary, I don't think that the panel was included in the pre-order, so just so you know, I haven't shipped your box yet if you want one. But I love this one with the moons. I love the different seasonal witch. And then of course, the one on the other side, with the plants. You got to have a plant witch, right? And then you've got the harvest witch, and the fire witch. So great. So great. And then your kitchen witch. And the kitchen witch actually says kitchen witch. Right? It's like so cute. So the different witches on the Witchy Ways panel. And so this is going to go up online after after the stream. And the bundles are online right now. We have yard, half yard, and fat quarter bundles. Okay. So the other thing that we got in, and I am currently working on one of these, is the Corinne Lapierre. She is a very famous British uh, felt, kind of felt designer, and she makes these adorable kits. They are very easy to do and sew, and I have one that I am in the process of making, and I'm going to show that to you here in a minute. But we just got these in, and they are so cute, and they're really fun to make. I'm enjoying the heck out of it. We've got a cat and a dog because I felt like we were leaving out all of our dog owners because we weren't getting a lot of dog stuff in. It felt like we always get cat stuff in, but we didn't have any dog stuff. So we've got these two. These are very folk art, okay, with the petals and the way that they're stitched. And then we oh yeah, Sonia. I have that here to show next. These are really cute. We have also, this is a set of 6, and you get to make each of these birds. And I thought this would be a wonderful like ornament kit. So if you are looking at making like ornaments for your Christmas, these would be great ornaments for your tree, or just to have around, because they're folk art. They can be out all year. So these ones are 22, and we have a couple others here, and these are all 22. And then this bigger set of 6 is 31. Okay, so, and then here's the needle case. And again, for those of us that sew, we want a place to put our needles. Yes. I love the birds as well. I was so excited. And can I just tell you, like, I am not kidding when I say they come with everything. They come with everything. The only thing you need to add to this is scissors. That's the only thing that you need to add. And can we just talk about this one? This one is sold out almost already. This is my last one. But look at how beautiful this is. And everything is inside here and ready for you to stitch. So let me get that out. Let me show you the one that I'm working on, which is of course the cat. And here's, okay, so when I say it comes with everything, it comes with all the felt. Now I've already cut into it, but yes, it even comes with the stuffing. It's in the box. Okay, so that's in there. And all of the thread is in here, and your stitch guide, okay, because if, let's say you're not very confident about doing these embroidery stitches, they do come with a guide on how to do that, and they're in English and French. And so if you need the instructions on how to do that, that's in here. Now you can see I cut out my pattern because my pattern was part of the paper. Okay, so your directions are here, and then your pattern pieces. This is how I know when you have a good pattern, and that is the pattern pieces were not cut on the back side of the directions. Okay, that's how you know it's a good pattern, because she thought, if you cut this out and you put pattern directions here, you're going to be cutting into the pattern, right? So it comes with a needle. It comes with all of the thread. Now, look, I balled it all up. It was much nicer than that when I opened this up, okay? Just bear with my my thread nest mess. But as you can see, I am starting. Okay, I have started the cat. So if I can do this, my friends, okay, you can too. This is not hard. Um, you just you take your pieces and you lay your pattern piece on here, and you just cut around it, and that's all you need to do. And that's what I did here. So I've got my stitches here, my needle. I'm about to start working on the tail design, and yeah, so it is a really, really cute design process. I've enjoyed the heck out of it so far. I'm really excited to get it finished. And I've gotten to this point, but I love that they give you everything. The only thing you have to add is your scissors. And so my next thing here is to do the face and the little ears. As you can see, it'll have, but this is how much bigger it is versus the package. Okay, so if you look at the package and you think you're getting this little, it's actually bigger than that. So you've got, a needle book. You've got the hummingbird, which I think is so, so pretty, and the dog. Okay, and then you have the birds, and the birds is a set of 6. Okay, and the other ones just have enough for the one project. So these are imported from Britain. They are from the UK, and the directions are excellent. So I wonder. I so wonder about that myself, Jerry. It's it is it's tough decision on where to get a good pair of scissors these days. Wonder if I can help you with that. Right. And so and again, I love that your threads come in a little bag, and I've been using that for like my scraps, and yeah. So I'm like halfway done, I think, with the embroidery on this, because I just have the tail section left to do and the face, and then I can make it and stuff it, and it will have that little cute tag. And I just think that this is such a cool idea. And what I love is that it is all together. Everything's here, and it's $22. So great little project. And then the only other thing I've been working on, and I have had these in our on our they're on our page, is my sashiko that I am working on. And this is a very traditional sashiko. And it's so fun to do this. And I only have two more blocks to do. So all you do is you're stitching directly over these stitch lines. And then on this one, see, so sashiko is put together with no knots. And I watched a YouTube video, and what you do is you kind of like overlay your threads. So if you have a tail like this, you'll leave it sticking out, and then you'll just sew next to it, and you kind of pull your thread really, really close to where your previous one was, and then you kind of interlace it so that there's no knots anywhere in it. And I am just as proud of the back of this as I am the front. And I am not usually this tidy of a stitcher, but this has been so meditative, so enjoyable. I stitch almost like one block a night, and we have two designs in navy, and we have one, two, three, four designs in white. And the traditional navy color, the indigo color, is the traditional cloth that sashiko was done. And these can be used all kinds of ways. They can be a table topper. You can quilt this. You can put a batting and a backing and quilt, the open squares. You could do a lot with this, and it does not have to be just a thing that you stitch and you put in a drawer, right? You want to have it out. You can use it. You can use it as a furoshiki, which is like where you wrap gifts with fabric. You could do that with this. There's so many cool things to do with this, and I'm almost done. I've got two blocks left to do. And I wanted to show here the traditional sashiko needle and my needle. And I have been doing all of my stitching with our heirloom sewing needles, the Get to the Point heirloom sewing needles. And I enjoy it because you can get more stitches on the fabric. You can get more stitches on the needle before you have to pull. So you would do it like this, where you would like stack your stitches almost. And I just would get like very do very like stack as many stitches on as I could, and then I will pull. And so I've really been enjoying doing this um, with our needles, which work really well with the sashiko thread. And we do also sell the sashiko thread in our website. So you're going to go to the thread section and you'll see that thread in there. So the sashiko's been great. The new fabrics, amazing. We have all kinds of really cool stuff. And you know what? While I'm sitting here and we're chatting, I'll put the Witchy Ways thing up onto the website right now while we're talking. And that way you will know that it's done. And so let's see. Let me get this popped up onto the website, and go to and we'll get this Witchy Ways. I love it. It's so great. There's the panel. Okay. All right. So I'm going to throw this right into, let's create that item while we're live on the internet. Just because I don't want you to wait any longer than you have to. We're gonna call this Witchy Ways panel. And by Corey Dantini. I like to put that in there so that if you are Googling her name, that you're able to find her. And then I just, if you wanted to, like, maybe see old collections of hers, if we had them, that kind of thing. So this is $8, and we're going to put this in stock. And we also want to make sure that this is available for pickup for all of my in-store customers that want to order it and then just come pick it up. And we're going to drop this into the panel category on the website. So it's going to be able to find it under panels, under fabric. And we also have a section called spooky season favorites. And I always like to put it in there too. So we'll drop it in there, and that way you can find it when you go to buy it. And I think that's all I need to do. Witchy Ways block panel, la la la. And it's up. So let's take a look now and make sure that it made it over to the website. And we're going to go. It's all this fun stuff. I kept thinking that Mr. Muppin might be working in the background, right? No, they're all at home today. Well, not all day. They have been busy doing all kinds of other stuff in the shop today. And so they worked so hard all day. I felt like they deserved to have a break. And so let's see. Okay, so now we have to go over to the website, and we're going to pop open our online store. And I like to just go in and refresh the whole page to make sure that all the things go where they're supposed to go. And every once in a while, that's what you need to do to kind of push the items out. So let's see if it went. It did! It's live! Okay, so now if you go to the panels page, it's way at the bottom. Of course. Yay, it's there! Yay! Okay, so you've got all of that fun stuff, you guys. I'm excited. Mary, your box is here. Let me know if you wanted to place an order to add anything to it. Yeah, you guys, I love it. So I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. Of course, it's there. I put it in my cart. I love it. Thank you guys so much. Grab what you can from these kits, and you guys, we're gonna have a wonderful weekend. Max is in town. He's gotten so tall. He is so much taller than me right now. It I look very short. I remember when he was this tall to me, and now I'm this tall to him. It's very adorable. So he said he did not want to come on the video tonight. He was too tired because we worked all day. So the boys are at home, and yeah. So yeah, take your time. It's no big deal. I'll keep it here until you tell me go. And then and I want to tell you, thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Thank you very much, Martha. And like I said, I will come on here next week, and we're going to talk about fabric next week. And we'll talk about the differences and all of that. I'll bring examples to prove my points. You hope you have a wonderful weekend. I hope you get some sewing done. Take care. Enjoy your weekend. Have a great day.